How's it going, everyone? Welcome to BunkaMania here on Bunkazilla UK. I'm Jeremy Graves alongside Mr. Ian Bolton.
Hello there.
And what you are going to be watching, everybody, is it's actually a little bit of an advanced preview of our upcoming episode of BunkaMania, episode 2 specifically. We recorded this on the 13th of July, and at the time of recording, this Sunday the 18th of July is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And Ian and I were talking after we were done recording, and Ian, we came to a conclusion about this prediction segment of the show, didn't we?
We did. We were cashing in.
Exactly, folks. We're giving it to you now. Why wait? That's the whole idea of Money in the Bank, that you can strike when the iron is hot. So that is what we're doing, and we're going to let you hear us rabble on a little bit about the Money in the Bank show this weekend. A couple of notes that at the time of recording, we're going by the matches that have been announced. So if anything else is announced during the week or on SmackDown, for example, we did not know that they were announced. So, yay the future, I guess, as it were.
It's mysterioso.
There you go. So we're very much going on that, and this was, on the actual episode itself, this is the very last thing we talk about. Just a little bit of context there, but make sure you stay tuned, because you'll be able to indulge in the full episode very soon. And of course, Ian, when it comes to Bunkazilla and BunkaMania UK specifically, what do we want everybody to do if at all possible?
If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button, and if you want more BunkaMania videos, click the subscribe button so you subscribe to Bunkazilla UK and the amazing lineup of videos that we have in the pipeline. That is all we need to do. Let's start climbing the ladder. Let's climb a ladder. Go. I'm going to find a ladder.
So from myself, Jeremy Graves, from him, Ian Bolton, let's cut to myself, Jeremy Graves, and him, Ian Bolton.
Where's the ladder?
So, folks, we're now going to touch on a bit of WWE for a moment, that being specifically Money in the Bank, which is taking place this weekend at the time of recording. So where are we at currently with who is in the Women's Money in the Bank match?
So we have Vega, Asuka, Naomi, Bliss, Nikki Ash, Liv Morgan, Natalya, with the advantage of there being 4 Raw stars and 3 SmackDown stars.
Do you reckon they'll add someone?
Possibly. I would not be surprised if they did. They might. You know, you never know. This could be like the first SmackDown on Friday could be a great chance to sort of say, "Hey, Sasha Banks is back," or "Hey, Becky Lynch is back," in that sort of way. Because there's 8 for the men's. So, so who do you think's winning the women's one?
Based on the lineup we have in front of us now, I want it to be either Nikki or Asuka. But there is an element where I want something different. And I'm going to be honest, I really like what Liv Morgan's doing right now. There's just something about her. She's got a cool look, a cool demeanour to her. I also want to see her basically just make the Money in the Bank briefcase look emo as heck. I want an emo-looking Money in the Bank briefcase. So yeah. I'm actually going to say Liv Morgan, partly because of the storyline of her trying to get involved in the match.
Yeah. I think I was reading something that I was reading again. It's like, I do like reading like the news, the wrestling news things, just to get some ideas. I don't know if it's like, there could be a possible way if Morgan won the case, or there's still something that happens with Morgan that furthers that story in a way, whether that's a beef with DeVille or something like that, or someone else takes her out or something like that. But no, I think Morgan winning would be cool. Part of me thinks maybe not. Part of me thinks, looking at her lineup, it's going to be Bliss. I think Bliss is probably the logical favourite here. Asuka won it last year. I'd be amazed if she won it again. And the fact is, at the moment, the booking of the women's wrestlers in WWE's main roster project at the moment has not been great.
It's almost like they know that Ronda Rousey's not going to be back anytime soon.
No.
Therefore, they don't need to be as serious, because Ronda Rousey's having a baby girl. Congratulations to her.
Indeed.
But it's almost like they know she ain't going to be back for a long time. Therefore, they don't need to be as serious.
Yeah. So I think the logic choice is Alexa Bliss. I think if I had to pick one that I would like to see, I think seeing Liv Morgan get the case would be nice.
Men's Money in the Bank match. We have got the lineup of Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big E, John Morrison, Ricochet, Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens. It's quite the loaded ladder match, it's got to be said.
It's a star-studded one for the men's. This is a... Ooh.
So, I'll be honest, I would love Kevin Owens to win it, because I'm just a massive Kevin Owens fan.
Yeah.
But my gut, based on how things have been going, says Seth Rollins.
I think Seth. I think if the logic choice, so we got what we'd really love to see happen and what we know is probably going to happen. I would love to see Big E take it. I really would, because then that kind of cements the fact that Big E is finally going to be put into the main event picture, because he's been doing very well. He did very well with the Intercontinental Championship. Mm-hmm. He's had really good matches. He's a homegrown WWE talent as well. So if they're able to give Cesaro a world title shot at least this year, it must be Big E's time.
Give it to Pure. I have no objection to Big E whatsoever. Big E's freaking awesome.
So.
Also, I'm going to make a prediction quickly now.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle is not in the match because he gets RKO'd before it begins.
Or he's about to win the match and he gets RKO'd.
He gets randomly knocked out.
Yeah, one of those two things that happen. That is it's like I said previously. That is why I don't think Randy's been on TV. He's annoyed at Riddle. He's going to make Riddle pay, and we're going to have a SummerSlam match, which will be amazing because I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing there. So yeah, my heart wants Big E. Logically, I can imagine Seth Rollins winning it. But then again, if they're trying to do, and they were teasing it on SmackDown, Rollins Edge, maybe Rollins again comes close, loses it to someone, gets annoyed, interferes with the main event between him and Roman Reigns, to try and say, I deserve a title shot. Nah. And that was my bad Seth Rollins laugh.
You almost sounded a little bit like Wario. Just saying.
I always imagine Seth Rollins having the laugh like Skeletor's. Yeah, my final prediction. I think my heart says Big E. Logically, it's a toss-up between Seth and Drew. And I don't want
Will
it
it
to
be
be
Sethry or will it be Drew? Find out this Sunday.
I don't want it to be Nakamura because I hate what they're doing with Nakamura and Rick Boogs at the moment. I do not like those characters.
What, Kingsuke Nakamura? You're not a fan of it? And whatever his guitarist is called, Rick Boogs.
It's like, I personally, when I saw him have his qualifier against Baron Corbin last week, I wanted Baron Corbin to win and win Money in the Bank and have a little redemption arc because of his botched cash-in a couple of years ago.
It is a travesty that WWE have legitimately made you feel bad for Baron Corbin.
But the thing is, I like parts of Baron Corbin. I love his offense. I love End of Days.
Do you like the part when he's not wrestling?
I loved the original theme music with the motorbike going brum, 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 because you knew it was Baron Corbin time, and he sort of stalked across the little lights turning red and just the long hair didn't do much, but I did kind of like Baron Corbin, and I still kind of like parts of him. I'm not being a fan of the King gimmick, I'll be honest, but I think if this sort of change leads to either return of Biker Baron, which was cool, or
Biker Baron.
Biker Baron.
He comes out to the Biker Mice from Mars theme music. There you go, job done.
Yeah. I think again. I look at the lineup, but it's like I can't think what the logical choice is going to be because it might be illogical choices. But I think if anyone on that is to win, I want it to be Big E. That is all I'm going to say on the Money in the Bank match there. Let's move on.
Universal Championship match. Ramondo Reigns defends against Edgy.
Well, this is going to be a quick 10 seconds. Reigns. Not even close.
I think Edge will get a visual pinfall on Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But Reigns will ultimately retain.
Through shenanigans.
There you go. So I'm now to lead into another discussion, but to sort of jump around a little bit here on the title matches. We've also got Charlotte and Rhea Ripley in their never-ending feud of despair, as it were, for the Raw Women's title. What do you say for that? And there's a reason why I'm rushing through this, because I think we can talk about the 3 title matches in a way together in some way.
Okay.
So what do you think for this match?
I personally would like Rhea to get a full, clean victory over Charlotte and have this feud over and done with, to be perfectly honest.
Likewise. I would like an actual win.
Yes. And then Rhea can face off against, maybe actually have a decent program with another wrestler on the Raw side of things. Maybe Baszler or something like that. They had good chemistry. Baszler
Rhea v Baszler would be great.
They had a great match in NXT when she won the title off her. So there are opportunities there. It's just obviously the booking's not been great. Rhea to win, and please
Likewise,
end the feud, please.
And then we have the WWE Championship match. Will it be Kofi Mania running wild once again, or will the Bobby Lashley? I've just called him the Bobby Lashley because he is the only one.
Well, he's the Almighty.
True.
You just forgot Almighty.
Oh yeah, he's a My Hero Academia ripoff, isn't he? I forgot. Yeah, so Bobby Lashley, yeah, All Might Bobby Lashley.
Well, this is the thing. Raw last night, Xavier Woods beat Bobby Lashley in a non-title match. It was kind of, but then again, slight shenanigans, I suppose. But again, roll up, clean, almost virtually kind of clean-esque victory, I suppose. And Lashley's not taken that well. He destroyed the VIP lounge last night and just said to MVP, "I don't want any more of this champagne or ladies bullshit. I just want to go and break people and be a champion proper." So
the most important question: did he destroy the Thunderdome?
No, he did not. He destroyed sofas, tables, plants, champagne, and that was about it.
The perfect opportunity to destroy the Thunderdome, to make people forget about it in a loving way.
Yeah. I think Lashley will retain. I think they're going to continue the run. I think it puts an interesting dynamic that Xavier's had a win over Lashley. Maybe if they do if the desired Lashley Brock match never materializes at SummerSlam, maybe you could have a mini triple threat: Woods, Kofi, Lashley. That makes it sort of like it tests the New Day relationship of, well, who is legitimately the better wrestler. Because I think there's a lot of mileage there in terms of even the New Day guys having a war between them for the belt. And even if, say, Big E gets the Money in the Bank and comes over to Raw, there's a lot there. There is a lot there.
So you've actually played into what I was going to talk about in a second, and to kind of bring our final piece of discussion before we wrap up.
Yeah.
I'm going with a Kofi title win. But I think partly because with the idea... So this now plays into the next part of the discussion. Will there be a Money in the Bank cash-in that night? Don't say which one, but will there be a Money in the Bank cash-in?
I think there'll be a tease. I don't think there'll be a cash-in.
Okay. Wouldn't surprise me if there is one, but here's a hypothetical for you. This is really pie in the sky, but why not? What if Kofi wins, and if Big E had won earlier in the evening, Big E comes out and cashes in, or simply makes it known, I'm cashing in against you. And that's how they have a New Day title match, quite literally.
Could work.
I think that would be really cool. Not even necessarily in a heelish way, but I just think that would be a really cool way just to play on the whole New Day relationship dynamic.
I appreciate
it's a very pie in the sky idea, by the way. I'm literally clutching at straws for that.
I think for that to work, the storytelling has to be on point, because I think if the reasons and if they do it like, oh, we're having a laugh, we're just going to have a good friendly comment. No, I think there needs to be some personal things. Maybe Big E saying, right, you've had your moment in the sun, Kofi. Now it's finally time to have my moment, like you guys said. Because there was that moment when I think it was Woods went off injured as well as Kofi, and they just said to Big E, no, your moment to shine now, son. Off you go. Yeah. Go and do it. So Big E is only doing what they've told him to do. And I think that would make a very good sense of conflict there. But no, there's some options there. There's some options there. It'll be very interesting to see, but I personally think Lashley will retain.